All right, let's take it back to Cody Gwynn inside the cage.
Third fight of the night, and it will be in the lightweight division, brought to you by Nick Eastman and Advocare, who is in the building tonight and has a booth located right back here on the other side of the entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the Haag's red corner, please welcome Nick Collins.
Nick Collins making his way to the cage. Currently 0-4, but as you said, he's been in with some stiff competition in the past, and Stephen Haag, he's going to be one of the toughest. A star as an amateur, and moves on to bigger things right now in the pro division. Of course, his last fight was with Ian Boxhorn. Third round rear naked choke, but I'll tell you, if you can last for 3 rounds, get to 3 rounds with Ian, that's saying a whole lot.
No easy feat.
Yeah, now previously to that, he lost a fight in 2014 and also to Daniel Watts in 2013. So he's been 1 fight a year, perhaps 4 times the charm in this case.
Yeah, man, I mean, it could be his night. You never really know, man. Like we were talking about the difference in amateur and pro, there's more things to win with. There's more things to lose with. I mean, you'll see guys come out here expected to do something and just completely blow you away. We don't know what he's been doing since that fight with Ian. Whatever his biggest downfall is, maybe he's worked on it.
Well, he was stopped in the opening rounds or opening seconds of round 3.
Now, please welcome fighting under the OEB blue corner, Stephen Haag.
As I mentioned, he was stopped in the opening moments of round number 3. So if you do the math, essentially he had almost fought an entire amateur bout at that point. That's a big deal. Here is Stephen Haag making his way to the cage alongside coaches Phil Hurst, who is a tremendous Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Helio Saneka, and of course Gene Click. Here's our tail of the tape. Of course, 0-4 meets debut Stephen Haag. Nick Collins 25, Stephen Haag 26, a year apart. Both men at 5'11" and very close in weight. The tail of the tape is very, very even except for that record. Prime time, talk about this fight.
Nick Collins, Stephen Haag. It's an interesting matchup. I'm just looking to see if Steven's going to try to stand with him or if he's going to go out there and try to use some of his jiu-jitsu, because I know he's really very, very well versed at jiu-jitsu.
Well, we know we'd mentioned before that it was totally unexpected when he finished his last bout by TKO because he is known so much for his jiu-jitsu, and I mean it's very, very pedigree jiu-jitsu, very intricate style of transitioning and so forth. And he was fighting Chris Aguilar, who is notable on the ground. And was actually had trained out of Atos at that time, which is one of the most remarkable BJJ gyms in the world.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
So he ends up getting a TKO victory. So we'll see here what happens. Back to Cody Gwynn inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next fight will be in the lightweight division, brought to you by Nick Eastman and Advocare. When the action begins, your referee for this bout will be Josh Ward. Introducing first, fighting out of the Haag's red corner. He enters the cage tonight with a record of 0 wins and 4 defeats. He weighed in 156 pounds, fighting out of Birmingham, Alabama, and representing champions freestyle MMA, Nick Collins. Standing across the cage tonight, fighting out of the OEB blue corner tonight. He makes his professional debut. He weighed in 155 pounds, fighting out of Morristown, Tennessee, and representing Victory BJJ, Smooth Stephen Haag.
And this bout is about to begin. Smooth Stephen Haag, Nick Collins, of course Nick Eastman Advocare. A big shout out to him representing this bout and doing so much for Valor Fights. Right here at Valor Fights 26, All Pro Tri-Cities. And look at these guys with the head of steam.
Haag come out with a little push kick there.
Ooh.
Throws another one as well on Collins.
Good movement by both of these gentlemen.
Yeah.
Hey, nice takedown.
And this is where Nick struggled with Ian, but, you know, at the same time, you know, Ian was more of a grinder and stayed on top of him. You know, I look for more of Haag to pass and maybe go for a little bit more submissions than Ian done his last fight. But then again, you know, Ian couldn't do much with Collins on the ground as well. So, I mean, it could be a little bit harder for him to, you know, and he's getting underhooks, doing all the right things from the bottom position right now.
I will say this: I actually rolled with Stephen Haag many years ago when Stephen, he was just a boy. He was probably 16 years old, and he was tremendous then. Just to keep that young man off of you is a tremendous feat.
Good corner advice over here from Gene, telling you know, making sure Haag has his underhooks and it's keeping Collins from getting up to his feet. But Collins is trying to hip out still, and almost getting his guard back.
And something of note to mention: 2 Ilios Saneka black belts in his corner right here, Gene Click and Phil Hurst.
That's got to add to your confidence, you know.
Absolutely. Stephen Haag taking his time here.
Corner of Haag calling for a pass. Oh, well.
And Nick Collins back to the full guard.
Collins doing a very good job right now. Doing a very good job right now of really just kind of keeping anything from happening. Not really doing anything, but, you know, he's prevented the pass.
That's pretty much the same thing he done when Ian was on top. He was able to keep his guard. He was able to recover, but he was never able to stand up. And, you know, I figured that'd be one of the things he's working on. But like I said, he showed good composure on the ground and didn't really take that much damage from Ian, you know. So Stephen doing a good job staying heavy. You know, he's the only thing he needs to do right now, in my opinion, is get that hand off the mat, and has an excellent pass right there.
Tremendous technical game here, ground game by both gentlemen.
Yeah.
Honestly, Stephen Haag definitely in control of this bout, but Nick Collins definitely holding his own here, which is a tremendous feat when your opponent is Stephen Haag.
One thing I'd like to see Haag do is circle Collins back into the cage. He's kind of there, and there he goes doing that. Kind of slam there, not really doing much. If he was going to pass or something, it would have been better. But
the crowd loves it.
Sound, exactly. A great sound
It affects the judges, too, you know. Yeah, not that he's not already won the first, you know, four minutes of this, you know, or 3 minutes of this fight.
It's the hurt game, but it's the entertainment industry.
Yeah,
so
that's true. What's the armbar right here coming up from Collins?
You see Collins almost looking like he was going for the triangle choke, but Stephen Haag, that's his game.
What's giving up his back here? Possibly going for an armbar, a knee bar, a Kimura. He's got a bunch of options here what he can do with that left arm that is trapped from Nick Collins.
Or possibly even grab the toe hold.
Yes.
There's the
there's
arm.
the arm.
He's almost escaped out of it. He needs to put the thumb straight up in the air to finish this. And excellent job.
Right into the triangle. And Nick
Almost
Collins defends it.
Nick Collins' jiu-jitsu is phenomenal. His defense, like I said, against Ian,
right, as soon as you
what's the
say it.
omoplata here? Not a high percentage move,
but look for Stephen
whoa,
Haag has
he
finished
might have
this.
this. He has this.
Many
He
people
pretty much
with this.
maybe not.
I think he's got it.
Now he can punch him from here, and he's kind of in a reverse crucifix. Bad position right here for Nick Collins to be in to escape the first arm bar in the triangle as well.
Something you don't see a lot is someone being very aggressive with the omoplata, but that's what you get from Stephen Haag here.
Little back elbows there. If Collins can get his underhook back in his
There it
calf.
is.
Wow.
Holy
Tremendous finish
smoke.
by omoplata.
Holy smoke.
Just don't see that much. Very low percentage move.
That's
With
incredible.
High success tonight.
Very unbelievable right there, Tyler. You know, that is a move that you I can't even say that I've ever saw one in person finished, to be honest.
Yeah, no, outside of outside of the gym, you know, I don't ever really see it done. You know, I don't even really see it attempted.
Yeah.
I see it gone from a failed triangle to an omoplata just to kind of change positions, but it never gets locked. And it's not to say that Nick Collins, didn't do anything he should have done. It's a really good omoplata. I mean, he immediately grabbed that other arm, kept his hips.
You know, he had the seatbelt grab right there as soon as he came up, and then he, got under the neck there, and then was able to, get the tap right there when he started putting pressure on that shoulder.
What a tremendous finish here by Stephen Haag, kicking off that pro debut in style. I look for huge things out of him. Big shout out to Nick Eastman Advocare for everything he's done, supporting this bout and supporting Valor Fights and Valor Fights 26 here at the Dickie Warren Dome. Back to Cody Gwynn with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Josh Ward has called a stop to this fight. 4 minutes and 2 seconds into the first round. Your winner by submission via an omoplata, Smooth Steven Haag.
I do like the Forrest Griffin theme song playing in the background here. What's the name of this band?
This is Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah, the Dropkick
shipping
Murphys.
up to Boston.
Yep. A few more pictures here, and we'll have the beautiful Jennifer Oxendine for an interview.
I'm here with your winner, Stephen Haag. Stephen, it's very rare to see a fight finish with an omoplata. Talk about a little bit about your training leading up to this fight.
Worked pretty hard on my stand-up. Still continue to train my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Been trying to do a good 50-50 mix of both. That way I don't lose any of my Jiu-Jitsu side of it. So.
Well, you took a big break before your fight back in Crossville a couple months ago, and then you're making your pro debut tonight. What can we expect to see from you next?
It's up to Valor. Whatever Valor says, I'm good to go with.
Was there anybody tonight you would like to thank?
Yes, I want to thank my coaches, Phil Hirsch, Billy Mullins. Billy Mullins wasn't able to be here tonight. My sponsors, Hirsch Real Estate and Auction, Make Yourself Tattoo, Mike Christian, Robert's Auto Sales, West End Pawn, and Grips Athletics. And thanks everybody for showing up today.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner,